Aren't you tired of the never-ending pursuit of all the things that are supposed to make us happy, but actually end up cheating us and leaving us feeling drained, empty, tired, exhausted, not really very happy at all? Do you want to experience some real lasting joy, some real true passion and fire and energy? Well then, this is for you. Before we get into it, I just want to let you know that you can enter into a free competition to win my book by dropping a little comment down below saying winning. That's all you got to do, and you'll be entered to win a book that's usually exclusive just for my high-level students in my programs. So, if you want to experience some true fulfillment, some real happiness, if you want to stop chasing the things that don't make you happy, there is one major switch that you first have to make to put yourself on the right path. And that first step is to find a meaningful struggle. Something that's actually inherently fun. You see, the key to actually feeling fulfilled is progress, but not any kind of progress, because you can make progress towards the wrong thing. And even though you might be working really hard, it might not bring you happiness inherently. It might not bring you fulfillment. And you see, happiness and fulfillment is a state. It's something that you want to feel and experience. And when you go after something, expecting it to bring it to you at the end, it's kind of a bad deal because you're supposed to feel it on the way. You're not supposed to feel it at the end. The end is just a dopamine hit, a feeling of accomplishment rather. And accomplishment is wonderful. I want you to feel accomplished. I want you to feel like you really did something and you hit your goal and you get that dopamine hit and you say, great, I did it. That's great. However, a meaningful struggle, it brings with it a lot of joy on the journey. And joy on the journey is far more important and superior. Why? Because it lasts longer. The work that you have to put in, all the blood, sweat, and tears, right? That's the long part. And then you have the little short thing at the end, which is, oh, I did it, cool. So instead of saying, I'll feel good at the end, when I did it, cool, let's feel good the whole way up until then. And the only way we can do that is when we find something that actually is fun, that 95% of the way. And so you must ask yourself the question, what do I enjoy the process of? What do I have fun doing? And how can I really design an outcome and a goal that's fun, that relates to that? For example, monetizing around your passion is one of the coolest decisions that you can make in your life. Many people give advice such as, don't follow your passion, just build a business for the sake of it, just do the thing, just do the hard work. There's not going to be all fun and games anyway, so you might as well just get down to it and grind and hustle. And here's the thing, your time is limited, and spending it grinding, working hard and hustling, although it can be okay if it makes you feel really good and happy and gives you joy inside, great, go for it. If you just like working hard, that's awesome. But most of the time, you can switch that energy into something that's fun and gives you joy. And by making that shift, you're putting in still hard work, but it doesn't feel like hard work anymore. It's not a thing where you're just supposed to accept what is all the time. It's not a thing where you're just meant to give up on having fun along the road and stop being a little kid and, grow up. It's time to get to work. No, it's time to enjoy your work. It's time to have fun at work because we live at a time where there's so much opportunity. Pretty much everything has a way of being monetized, and pretty much anything you want to do or have fun doing or enjoy doing is possible to turn into a career or at least a very, very meaningful hobby that probably has some rewards in it. And really, the reason I'm making this for you is to make you realize, look, there are a lot of options and you're not stuck doing things the way that you're doing them now. You see, I used to believe that the only way that I could get customers was if I made a website and then I had to like blog every day or something, and then maybe somebody would click. And I didn't know about running ads. I didn't know that you could build a funnel. I didn't know. There were so many things that I didn't know. There are other ways. I didn't know I could just go speak at a live seminar and get customers that way, right? There were so many other alternatives to get to the same end goal, but with a journey that was way more fun and enjoyable for me. For example, making videos, something that I really love doing. It's dear to my heart. There's a reason I've kept doing it for over 5 years. And there's a reason I did it every day for a year, early on when I started. Although I was scared of it, it was a journey that was fun and exciting for me to go on. So instead of trying to look for the end goal that you want, try to look for the journey that you want that has a cool end goal at the end of it. Because picking an end goal over the journey, it's really setting yourself up to be miserable. It's exchanging the happiness and the fun road for an endpoint that you'll spend very little time at. You see, most of your life is spent progressing and building and learning and working. It's not spent reaping the rewards. Our mindset is, once I get there, then I can be happy. But once you get there, I mean, what if you don't? You don't know what's gonna happen along the way. And I'm not trying to deter you or tell you that you won't make it. Of course you can. But the point is that there are no guarantees. And there are so many factors that are out of your control. So many random things going on in the world. You know, proof being right now, the current situation as you're watching this, it's been a bit of a crazy time. So think about this. What's really fun and enjoyable to you, but still has a meaningful outcome? Stop tricking yourself into thinking that at some point you'll be happy, at some point once you get there, and then chasing, maybe even getting there, and then realizing, what was it all for? And then finding something else. You're externalizing your happiness, and your job is to feel it now. You should feel it now. Not only should you, you can. You have the ability to. You just have to make the choice. You see, this is about more than just chasing and pursuing and working hard. This is about the paradigm that you operate within. What's your perspective? How do you perceive reality? What is the lens that you are filtering all of this through? And if your filter is that you gotta work really hard and the only way that you can get there, and this is your mindset and your mentality, no wonder you get more of that. But if you start looking for reasons why it's supposed to be a fun journey, reasons for why you can enjoy the experience that you're having right now, it shifts the reality. You see, two people experiencing the same exact thing externally can have a completely different interpretation internally, which changes the way that they perceive the experience, which really, inner reality equals outer reality, because it's all about subjective reality. It's all about what you are feeling and how you're feeling it and how you're interpreting what's happening, not what's actually happening. You see, there's always something happening, but what are you telling yourself about it? What's the story? What have you bought into? What do you believe to be true? And examine that closely, take it a step further and write it down and go, what do I believe to be true about work, about life, about relationships? And, you know, if I look at your list there, I will quickly be able to tell whether or not you're happy, whether or not you're internally fulfilled, or whether you are looking for something out there to finally make you feel good. Drop it, stop it, and exchange those beliefs for an upgraded version. It's time to become the new you, the better you, by letting go of those old paradigms and really buying into a new one. Not just thinking, oh yeah, this is a great idea, Raphael, thanks, I feel really motivated, or this is fun, this is exciting. No, really do it. What will be your new belief? What do you want to start to believe about reality, about your experience, about creating results and being successful and happy? Let's rewrite it. Decide, become conscious, no longer passive, no longer unconscious. And if you don't steer your consciousness, if you don't take control over it, it'll just continue to be random. It'll continue to be the experience that you have now because it'll take the path of least resistance. And you have to eliminate that path. You can't make it an option anymore because you'll always default to your old defaults. That's why it's a default. That's why to really improve your life, to feel happier, you have to raise your standard. And so one of the standards that I raised was how I want to feel internally every single day. And so it used to be that I would wake up depressed and miserable and I hated the world and the world was against me and everybody was evil. And it went from that to the world is a brilliant place, wonderful. I love it. There are amazing, incredible people all around me, everywhere. I love people. Humans are amazing and interesting and I want to connect with them and learn more about other people. And I want to have great relationships. And I want to build and grow together in the community, individually, one-on-one, right? Like, I want to explore and learn and grow from all the people that have come before us, also from the great minds of today, also from the people around me. That's a different filter all of a sudden. That's a different reality all of a sudden because your experience, once again, internally is based on these standards and what you decide. And you can choose. And even if it was chosen for you unconsciously before, you don't have to keep buying into it. You don't have to keep spinning that same old routine and pattern. You can interrupt it right now. In fact, this right here is an invitation for you to say, I'm not going down that old path anymore. I want to change this. So say that and change it. And here's another thing that I really, really want you to capture and internalize. Why can't you be happy by default? Why do you need to complain or be unhappy or be dissatisfied? You don't need it as a source of motivation. And if you do, why? Start unwinding the reasons and really look. And at the core, you should always find peace. If you keep going, right? Don't give up. Don't tell me the level 1 surface answer. Come on, really dig in there. What's going on? Why can't you be happy? Why can't this be fun? Why can't you enjoy it? I remember one of the most powerful epiphanies I had when I was a janitor. And I realized I used to hate that job, right? And then what happened was I realized, wow, this is helping me fuel my passion. And that same month, I went from being a janitor and being stuck as a janitor to starting my business and really making it successful and starting to hit 100K run rate almost instantly. What happened? Mindset shift. That's where all reality comes from. Your experience will come from your mindset. So shift your mindset and it'll change your reality. That's the trick. There is no other little magic thing. It's just how you think. And if you think better, your life will be better. And if you really want your life to be better, then what I would love for you to do is come talk to me one-on-one. Jump on the call with me, a coaching call, where we'll see if we're a good fit to work together in a program. All you gotta do for that is go to erafael.com, drop your name and email, and you'll be sent to my booking page. You can pick a time that works for you. We will speak. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to talk to you. I wanna help you with your goals, improve your life, grow a business around your passion, develop yourself, build better relationships, and all that good stuff. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Don't forget, if you want to work with me, erafael.com. Talk to you soon. Take care. Have a good one.